Hi, Bio here. So today I'm going to do a review on episode 1, season 2 of Attack on Titan. I have notes. I'm not going to show you because when I tried recording this just a second ago, my camera decided to go out of focus. So I have notes here. Let me get to the right page. For the first season or first episode because I don't want to go off on a tangent randomly and give away certain things. So I have them all in sections. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, beginning of the episode, review by Armin of the events that happened recently in the last season. So of course, Eren and Annie as Titan forms fought, and it has been 5 years since Wall. Oh wow, it has really been 5 years. It's been 5 years since the wall has been turned down and they've all been training and everything. And Annie, this bitch. So that is kind of an update of that, and I'm kind of glad that they had Armin doing the review because I love him and he is one of my favorite characters, if not my top favorite character. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the Titan in the Wall. Now, in a manga standpoint, I have seen the Titan in the Wall, but they did do it a little bit differently. Like, they revealed it, and everybody, of course, was shocked. I mean, they were shocked, and why wouldn't you? This wall has been around for generations, obviously, to protect the citizens from Titans, and come to find out, Titans were protecting them the whole time. Whoosh. So, obviously, they're shocked. They ask Hanji, what do we do? She's like, I don't know. She's just as shocked. And then, I think they call him a pastor. I've been calling him the priest because reading the manga and the translation of it, they called him Priest Nick, so I might refer to him as Priest Nick instead of the pastor. But he comes over and he's like, you need to cover it. You need to cover it. Right now. Don't touch the sunlight. Its face cannot touch sunlight. And its little eyeball moves, I can't do one eye, but the eyeball moves, and you're just like, oh, well shit, let's not have that Titan break down this wall, and then we're screwed. So he tells him to cover it up, and after that, just everybody, he knew, what the heck, I have hair sticking on my lip ring, but he knew, and Hanji is okay, starts to talk to him, and is just like, well, are you gonna tell us what happened? Why is there a Titan in the wall? And then she threatens him and is holding him, just holding him over the wall. And is like, you need to tell us. And he's just like, nope, just kill me. I don't care. Just kill me. And then she throws him, to the side and just starts laughing. She's just like, lighten up, Hanji, the Hanji way. And she asks, well, please tell me this, is the whole wall made out of Titans? Just, what? And then we go to 12 hours earlier. I like how they're doing the back and forth thing. So we go to 12 hours earlier, and you've got the group. You have Sasha and Connie and Berthold and Rainer sitting there, and Connie and Sasha mention that their hometowns are very close by, and Sasha kind of makes a joke about how her hometown told her don't come back until she's normal, which we all know will never happen, and Connie's like, well, yeah, mine's to the south, and blah blah blah, and he's like, maybe I should just go. I'll sneak out and go, and Rainer volunteers to go with him, to Berthold's surprise, oh, okay. Well, that's a little weird. Okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden, Sasha's laying down on the table, like I used to do in history class. Even though I passed history with flying colors, I still laid there and just conked out. She gets up just abruptly and just like, I hear footsteps, and they're just like, you're full of shit. You're full of shit, Sasha. Just, you're full of it. And she's like, no, really? And then it's confirmed by the outside. Not that they know yet, but it's confirmed by the outside that, oh, yeah, Titans are coming. Wall Rose has been breached. Like, oh, okay. Well, she was right. Everybody should listen to her, you know. Just listen. And don't be mean about it. So they all get the call that yes, there's Titans. You all don't have time to load up your gear. Just get on horses and we need to get the fuck out of here. So they do. They ride out. And then some, I think it was nine ugly ass Titans just come running towards them like, holy crap. And then, you know, the teams separate into 4 teams. And you're like, okay, well, Sasha volunteers to lead the way because she knows this area very well, and she also mentions to the senior scouts that Connie also knows the way, and Connie's kind of in shock right now, and they're like, Connie, what's wrong? And they tell him, well, my home is where the Titans are coming from. So right there is like, well, shit. You need to get home. And he does ask, if I show you the way, can I go home? And they agree. And then Rainer goes with them. Rainer decides, I'm flipping my page so that I don't, get out of order here. Rainer says, yeah, I'll go with you. And Berthold is like, yeah, I guess I'll go too with Connie. So they go, they scatter, and Titans hear them and go after them. Like the one Titan that there's a Titan in there and he just goes, like he does his crazy flip. Like I'm like, okay, he was a gymnastic. Okay, Titan being all creepy and shit. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. But it happens. And he starts running towards them. And it's like, well, shit. And one of the other scouts, and I am so sorry, off the top of my head, his name is drawn a blank for me, the blonde guy, he separates out and goes after them, and they tell, everybody else that he is second to Levi, which I don't doubt, Levi's pretty freaking good, and hey, there's a lot of senior scouts there that are excellent fighters, so why not go after him. And then we go to a flashback. Now, let me tell you about flashbacks. I'm okay with flashbacks as long as they're relevant, and I guess this one is kind of relevant, which is okay. I'm gonna be okay with it. But it goes a flashback to Eren, Mikasa, and their mom, and she comes up and she's just like, did you get in another fight again? And did Mikasa come and save you? And he's just like, they started it. She's like, I don't care who starts it. Why? And Mikasa probably had to save you. And she tells him, why don't you exercise restraint and protect Mikasa at times? So that flashback's like, oh, okay. Eren wakes up, Mikasa's sleeping next to the bed. Because, after the events of Season 1, Episode 25 or 26? I think 25. But, so after he wakes up, he gets up and he sees Mikasa, and she kind of nods awake because he had the scarf, and he's like, oh, I'll get you a new one, blah, blah, blah. It was a cute moment between siblings, and to me, they are siblings. I don't hate on the ship. I'm not hating on the ship. I just personally see them as siblings and nothing more. I don't see them as romantic. I don't really see Eren really in a romantic kind of person, because he's so, and here's one of my tangents, he's so bent on this happening, killing all Titans, so I don't really see him in that mindset right now. So maybe in the future something happens, but to me personally, I don't like the ship. No hate on the people who do like the ship. You enjoy your ship all you want. That's awesome. Make sure nobody holds you down for that. I just personally don't like the ship. So then we come to Armin bursting through the door like, wah! Just, wah! And the Titans breach all rose. He's freaking out. He's screaming. And you're just like, he's got a good point. You better get the fuck out. So Levi takes the 104th squad out, and then we go back to Blondie. I'm gonna call him Blondie for now because his name still freaking escapes me, and I should have just looked it up while I was here, but oh well. He's being a badass. There's 4 left of these Titans, and he's just like, yeah, you know, okay, whatever. And then, and then, and then, that giant, abnormal, creepy-ass Titan just is walking around, you know, just like I'm itching my nose. And he's just like, oh, okay, well, that's one's really creepy. You should watch out for him, you know, abnormal Titan. And his horse is coming, and he's like, yeah, I can get out of here. And that monstrous bastard picks up the horse and fucks up a horse. Not Jean, a real horse. And picks him up and throws it. I'm like, oh my god, that horse. I know it's an anime, but Jesus Christ, that horse. So he's just like, well, that all hope is lost for me now. Like, well, shit, all hope is lost. And then he jumps off. That Titan that with the big face, just he looks like this with a face like this. Like, he gets him. He bites down, and the Beast Titan, as everybody is calling him, and the title of the episode tells this little Titan to wait, hold on. And everybody, obviously the audience, me, myself, I'm just like, no, that is not okay. That is not okay. You no, don't talk. And he spoke very clearly, just clear as day. Like I'm talking to the camera, like I'm talking to you guys, just clear as day. And I'm just like, no, that's not okay. And he asks the strangest question. I'm gonna sit here because I wrote down the actual quotes for this question. I'm gonna sit down and read this. So he speaks, and he goes, "What do you call that strange weapon?" And of course, Blondie's sitting there like, what? That thing that lets you fly. Why do you want to know? That's my question. Why do you want to know? That's creepy. Don't ask that. Don't do it. It's creepy. And swords reside in the nape. Oh, yeah, swords. You know we reside in the nape. So he's smart. He's intelligent. He knows something that, they don't know. We don't. They don't know. We reside in the nape. What do you mean? What? No, we really don't know that, but it's just how we kill the Titans, okay? And then he snatches it from Blondie. Doesn't kill him, nothing. Just snatches it and takes it. He's just like, alright, whatever. Cool, this is mine now, bye. And he starts walking off, and you're like, okay. And the other Titans are kind of freaking out. Maybe he'll survive this. No, of course there had to be a death. No. He tells the other Titans that they can move, and they just tear him apart. And he's just like, oh, well, he's dead. Sorry, Levi 2.0, or sorry, yeah. You're dead now. I apologize. And, he's sitting there screaming and hollering and all of this, and then he speaks, and, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, he asks if he could speak their language, or do you understand me? Titan, I don't want to understand you. You are creepy. I don't want to. And then, you do know how to speak. And then he compliments the gear. And clever idea, this thing. Now that I've kind of reviewed this episode, my thoughts. So, what the hell? This show took a turn. This show first slapped you in the face with the end of season 1 4 years ago, might I add you, with this whole thing about there is a Titan in the wall, and Titans could be in the wall. And now there's this Titan that just appears out of nowhere and just starts talking and is hairy That's the weird one. Hairy and creepy and weird and not having it. What I want to see how this Titan plays out later, because I feel like this Titan, I want to see what happens when, like, Eren or, well, Annie's kind of frozen right now, but Eren, like, transforms in front of this Titan, and how Eren is semi-intelligent. He's semi-there in Titan form, to see how the Beast Titan reacts to him. Because obviously the Beast Titan, as we know, obviously the Titans have humans in the nape of the neck. They've just lost themselves. That's what I'm going to go with. They just lost themselves. My question is, how do they know that they have this power, and how does this power come to be, pretty much? And I want to see the interaction between the Beast Titan and Eren, because I think that would be a really, really interesting conversation. Because Eren could actually get some answers without going to the basement of his dad's. Because obviously his dad knew something about this ability. Maybe he knows humanity had this ability all this time, and he activated it in Eren to protect everybody else. But if humanity had this ability all this time, why isn't there anything written about it, unless, Pasture or Priest Nick, that motherfucker, that bastard, knows something that we don't. That could be something we will see, maybe not in the following episodes, but I'm sure this season will slightly reveal a couple of things. This season pretty much started off with more questions than answers, which this seems like how this anime just goes, like more questions than answers, more, well, now I have okay, the Wall Titan, okay, how do people transform, and now there's this Beast Titan talking to people. How? Why? Because Eren can't really form speech when he's in his Titan form. So it'll be really interesting to see how they play out with the Beast Titan and Eren interaction. Like, I would love to see that. Me personally, I really don't think we're going to see it in this season, and I really hope they don't take another 4 years to come out with another season, because those 4 years were terrible. Now, I will say episodes 1 and 2 are in the dub version, so if you're just catching up to 1 and 2, this is good. You can watch my review, which is fine. You can watch my thing, but episodes 3, 4, and 5, and also 6 coming out tomorrow, will be in subbed, which, if you want to wait for the dub, go for it. I'm still here. I'm still going to do a review on the first 5 episodes, and I will have a review up, hopefully, of the 6th episode on Saturday. No, maybe Sunday. I'll say Sunday. So I really hope that you sit here and enjoy watching this on my review, and hope my predictions of seeing the Beast Titan and Eren interact with each other, because I think that would be a super interesting. That conversation would probably answer a lot of questions about the Titans in general. So, this is Biohazard 13, Bio for short, and this girl is out. Bye-bye.